Brian and Meg are with us. Hey, guys.
Hi, Dave.
How's it going?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Welcome to Nashville. Where are you all from?
St. Louis,
Missouri.
Oh, cool. So you picked a weird day to come to Nashville.
Not so bad. We're kind of used to driving in this stuff. It was everybody else on the road we had to be worried
that's
about.
generally the truth right there. So did you guys drive down?
Yes, sir.
What is that? It's about 5 hours, isn't
About 5 hours. It's not bad.
Not bad.
We're used to driving to her parents who live in Dallas, so that's about 11 hours. So we were like, we're here already.
Where's the rest of it?
Yeah, this is like, this is easy. It's nothing, yeah. So you're here to do your debt-free scream. How much have you paid off?
$28,000 in 12 months.
Way to go. Making what kind of money?
About $80,000.
Good. What do you guys do for a living?
Well, I'm a front-end developer for a company called Spry Digital in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And I am an office manager for a child and adolescent psychiatrist.
Very cool. Good for you guys. So what kind of debt was this $28,000?
Student loans and credit cards.
About evenly split, actually.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I don't know, Meg. The way you said that, it kind of sounded like it was yours.
she had the credit card debt, and I had the student loans.
And I came in with more credit card debt than he had student loans.
Oh, okay. All right. How much credit card debt?
It was about $18,000 of credit card debt.
Came in. So you just got married?
We got married May of 2014.
Right.
And then you started this right about then, huh?
A little bit afterwards. So we found out during our premarital counseling that money was going to be an issue for us. We both came into the marriage with money issues, and the person we worked with really helped bring that out.
Good.
And it was like 6 months of doing nothing, like knowing that it was a problem, but
We let
not
the
really.
dust settle from our marriage,
Yeah.
or from our wedding. So.
Yeah.
And then finally we're completely resigned to the fact that we'd had to do something. And I just looked at Brian one day and was like, we have to take FPU.
Oh.
We have to take it.
So how did you know about Financial Peace University?
Our friend Abby introduced us to you, and her husband Eskel are still working the baby steps. But we heard about you about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah. So we knew of you. We just hadn't been compelled to take any action yet.
Right.
Oh, okay. So the pre-marriage counselor says, trouble spot, danger, warning. So we get married, we get home, the dust settles, and then it comes up. You go, oh, he was right.
Yeah. We started trying to look at our money and things like that. And every time we talked about finances, I end up curled up in a ball crying. And so I think he was right when he said this might be a problem.
That fetal position thing is, that's a hint right there.
Yeah.
So what happened when you went to Financial Peace University? Tell me about the process.
Gosh. Everything changed. It took us about the 3 months, like you said, to really get that budget set. It took us a little bit, Brian was freelancing at this point. I was working retail, and it just took us a while to kind of figure it out, especially with our fluctuating income. And then also we added some budget line items and things like that. It just took us a while to make it our own. And then once we finished with FPO, we were just so encouraged, and we just ran with it. And we just said, this is going to happen. We have to have this happen.
So you started getting enough power that you knew you could do it.
Exactly.
There was a light at the end of the tunnel that's not a train.
Yeah, the hardest part for me was getting traction because, you start off and it's so difficult to change how you've been doing things, do things differently, take suggestion, and just stick with it until it starts working.
Yeah.
When I'm learning something new, I often just get mad.
Yes. Lots of that.
It makes me mad.
Well, the funny thing is that when we heard about you initially, Brian bought Total Money Makeover, and I read it, and I stopped every time I'd pick up that book, and I got to the debt chapter, and I threw it across the room a couple times. Like, I was just like, there's no hope. I just was completely hopeless. And Financial Peace gave us, the language and the tools to use, and gave us that common language, so I could express things that I didn't know how to express before. So in Financial Peace, you talk about the security gland, and Brian was freelancing, and I was just, I was so scared, and I didn't know how to say that before. I'm scared, that by saying, my security gland's really going right now, we were able to actually work through that. So it was really cool. So thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. I'm honored to work with you guys. I can tell from listening to your story, sometimes people have more of a dramatic change than others, and you all had a real metamorphosis. You had a complete change.
We really did.
In how you look at this whole thing. You now are telling money what to do. It used to tell you what to do.
Exactly.
100% correct.
Yeah. Wow. Chris?
So you've gone from this, crisis-minded world to now dreaming. What do these financial talks look like now?
Oh my goodness.
Where do we want to go?
Yeah,
what do we want to
exactly.
save for, how much to save this month as opposed to, do you want to do something fun with it?
Yeah. So it was really cool because this is our first vacation, not to my parents' house, pretty much the whole time we've been together. Honestly, we didn't do a honeymoon because we barely were able to pay for the wedding. And our plan was at the 1 year mark to go on this big elaborate trip to Europe. And then reality hit and FPU hit, and we realized that we weren't going to be able to do that. And now, we're hoping to go to Orlando in May.
Yeah.
Because that was the deal I made.
Huge Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
But yeah, that was part of the deal, is if I could get debt-free, I wanted to do a debt-free Scream in Orlando.
That'll work.
And now we can do that.
Yep. And that'll be the follow-up to the one here.
Exactly.
This is not exactly Disneyland.
Not
No,
quite.
Or Disney World, but close. Yeah.
But if I can make a plug, your entree leadership totally saved our bacon. We learned, I learned a ton that helped me in my freelancing stuff, and it's still like my playbook that I refer to today.
Oh, well, thank you.
I even used it to vet my current employer. I used
Whoa.
your hiring steps in reverse to evaluate them.
That's so cool.
That's good. I never thought about doing that. That's very good. Very nice. Well, you guys are on fire. You're fun. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
Thank
You have
you.
really done
Thank
some
you.
cool stuff. Your family's got to be looking at you going, yeah.
Well, and that was the coolest thing, is that when we told our families, like, kind of what we were doing, we have such supportive friends and family. They said, if that's what you want to do, that's what we're going to support. And
Yeah.
it's just been unbelievable. They've been so understanding.
It's awesome.
So.
Very cool.
I way outkicked my coverage.
So one last thing before we do our scream. How did it feel emotionally when you got all those cards out and you cut them up?
Oh my God. It was, it was cleansing. I mean, I don't even know how, it's like sucking the poison out of your system. It hurts so much, but then at the end of it, you're just like, oh my gosh, I can breathe. I couldn't believe it.
How many credit cards did you have?
I think 5 between us.
5?
Okay. I was thinking more. Okay. Good.
I had 3 of them. One of them had a more than $10,000 limit. They were
Okay.
all maxed out when we finally did this.
Cool. Very cool. Good for you.
Thank you.
Well done, y'all. All right. Brian and Meg, St. Louis, Missouri. $28,000 paid off in 12 months, making $80,000 a year. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1.
We're debt free!
They're awesome, man. That is amazing. Well done. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show. I want to write a song. I want to own my own business. I want to make more money. Those aren't goals, those are wishes. My New Year's resolution is to make more money this year. It's a wish.